It took 2 days for Steve Nash's nose to clap, but could the Suns stop the bleeding versus the Spurs in Phoenix? Hi, and welcome to the Daily Sports Update presented to you by Toyota. I'm Amber Wilson. Mike D'Antoni broke down the series between the two Western Conference giants before Game 2 on Tuesday, saying that the Suns had more talent than the Spurs, but the Spurs were collectively the better unit, and they have the championship hardware to prove it. One thing was for certain, the Suns needed a win in Game 2 to even up the series, not wanting to risk falling 2-0 to the Spurs with a trip to San Antonio on the horizon. A bandage kept two-time MVP winner Steve Nash's nose from disrupting Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals, while his team's defense kept San Antonio's Spurs from taking Game 2 in Phoenix. Nash had 20 points and 16 assists, but maybe even more importantly, he made two huge defensive plays, drawing charges on San Antonio's greatest offensive weapon, Tim Duncan, putting Duncan in foul trouble early. Duncan did still manage to rack up 9 points, however, 11 rebounds and 1 assist. Phoenix didn't double-team him this time around. Instead, Kurt Thomas got the start to defend Duncan, which freed up Amari Stoudemire to counter Duncan's typical one-man scoring show. Stoudemire had 27 points. Thomas added 12 points and 6 of 7 shooting in just 28 minutes. The Suns beat the Spurs 101-81. It's the first time since 2005 they've gotten a playoff win against the Spurs. The series is now even at 1-1 and will travel to San Antonio for Game 3.
I think it feels great. As a team, it definitely lets us know that we are capable of beating the Spurs, and it's going to be a battle. We got to go to San Antonio. We got to regain home court advantage, and that's our plan.
In Cleveland, the Cavaliers were also fighting tooth and nail for a win at home. Up 1-0 in the series against the New Jersey Nets, the Cavs desperately wanted another win before the series took it to New Jersey for Game 3. They've never been up by 2 games in a semifinal before, but last night, LeBron James was on fire. James scored 25 of his 36 points in the second half. The Nets shot well enough to take Game 2, 53%, but they were out-rebounded by the Nets, 49-32, and took 20 fewer shots. Vince Carter led the Nets with 26 points, but was just 10 of 26 shooting, including 2 missed key shots in the final couple minutes when the game was still within reach. Jason Kidd had 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists, but even that wasn't enough. LeBron's Cavs get the 102-92 win. They improved to 6-0 in this year's playoffs and have now won 10 straight games overall.
My teammates look at me to make plays in the fourth quarter, and I wanted to be aggressive and try to do that and set the tone, and I was able to get enough opportunities and made the most of it.
Now on to baseball. Tom Glavine moved a victory closer to 300 Tuesday for the Mets with his 294th win, but not before allowing Barry Bonds his 745th homer, moving Bonds within 10 of Hank Aaron's record. He connected with the first pitch from Glavine for a solo shot over the center field wall with just 1 out in the 4th. That's Bonds' 11th homer on the season. Glavine said the pitch was a slider that got a little too much of the plate. It was Bonds' first homer off Glavine in 10 years and the 4th of his career. And that'll do it for the Daily Sports Update presented by Toyota. Keep your mouse clicking right here on CBSSportsline.com for everything you need to know in the world of sports. And of course, if you missed anything here today, stop, refresh, and rewatch. Me, Amber Wilson. Have a fabulous day.